I'm just going to run through, say, 5 examples of housing that you've already come across. कुछ कुछ already आपने देखा होगा, आपने पढ़ा होगा, लिखा होगा, मतलब read about it somewhere, etc. So the first is the Asian Games village itself, जो New Delhi में I think 1980s या 1970s में it was built. Raj Raval was the architect for it. Okay, ये basically what was it created for? It was created for the athletes of the Asian Games. कुछ 500 units were designed and 35 acres में पूरा built up किया था. And इन्होंने क्या किया? They followed the patterns of Jaipur and Jaisalmer, जो network of streets and squares, मतलब they were called something. So junctions and squares, streets and all of that were used. Okay, and they were trying to create a community living sort of a scenario. Okay, and इसमें क्या है? Vehicular access was provided at the end of the site, usually inside the community or inside the street. Vehicular, मतलब you can see the gray parts in all of this, right? So gray is where they gave vehicular access. Usually जो brown है वो pedestrianized हुआ था. फिर ये morphology जो है वो traditional village को represent कर रहा था और reflect कर रहा था. Okay, so this was one example. I have given a link in this, and you can, in general, just take a look at other principles that were followed over here also. Okay, so this is one example of a very successful housing case study. फिर the next is the Aranya community low cost housing. So इसमें क्या है, बहुत सारे principles use हुए थे. It was built in Indore by B.V. Doshi. Okay, so इनकी philosophies है vitality, imaginability, equity, efficiency, flexibility, feasibility. Okay, and इसमें क्या था, incremental growth था. तो incremental का मतलब क्या है? So let's say for example आपके घर में अभी पहले it was your parents, फिर आपका जनरेशन में भाई और बहन और आप हुए थे, ऑटोमेटिकली यू हैव द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन, एंड आपके बाद एक और जनरेशन जब आ रहा है या आपका शादी जब होगा, यू आर ऑटोमेटिकली एक्सपैंडिंग योर फैमिली, एंड ऑल ऑफ these families want to stay closer by, or they want to increase your size, just because your standard of living is increasing, या उनको उनको थोड़ा बड़ा रोज चाहिए and all of that. उसमें क्या होता है, automatically you're building the, so in particular case, in the previous case, already designed specific है ना, so ये these people are not able to expand further क्योंकि ये proper designed है. You have a, you cannot build on roads. Automatically size for where will you build was the question. But in this particular case of Aranya community housing, automatically क्या था? You could decide. So your housing का configuration could have been just this. या ये चाहिए, या आपको फर्स्ट फ्लोर भी चाहिए, या आपको फर्स्ट फ्लोर में पूरा चाहिए. So you had the option of deciding कितना चाहिए. So growing house with partition flexibility कर सकते थे. ठीक है, तो ये फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी और ये इंक्रीमेंटल कॉन्सेप्ट इज व्हाई दिस पर्टिकुलर हाउसिंग वाज अ सक्सेस. एंड इसमें क्या था, सारे जो सर्विसेज है, ओके, सो यूजुअली हम क्या करते हैं आजकल, वी हैव द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, वी हैव यू नो plumbing and etc given inside the house, right, or along our layouts etc. But it's they provided all these services around